Hello world, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video series we are talking about GSoC and how you can be a GSoCer. So in past few videos we understand what is GSoC, how it works, what is the timeline for this year, and how the proposal looks like. If you haven't checked out the videos, I recommend just go through it once and come back to this video. So in this video we are talking about how you should start contributing to it. I hope you have already set up your dev version and introduced yourself to the community. So you can introduce yourself in a Google group or in Slack channel or Gitter channel. Whenever the messaging things happening in the community. So now the question is how you should pick an issue to work on so that you can do one pull request or you start contributing to your documentation thing or so on. So I'm taking example for SymPy, and this is a SymPy GitHub repository looks like, and most of the time every project have GitHub profile mostly, like Debian have maybe some organization may be using Bitbucket or something, but mostly it will look something like this. And I hope you have gone through the readme files and understand what is the project all about. You have tried out your few functionalities, you have installed it, your dev version and so on, and now you are trying to contribute to this project. So first thing is go to the issue tab and check which is the easy issues. So mostly they have label out all the issues. So let's say mostly they have some tags like easy to fix or for newbie or easy labels and so on. So you can pick any of the easy bugs first, so that once you get to know the code base or you try out one pull request, you get some confidence. So this is how I approach to any organization. I usually pick documentation so that I can understand, okay, this is the documentation and how they document their code and their project and their features. But if you are comfortable, you can pick any levels like medium, hard, or enhancement. You can do any type of contribution, but yeah, easy to fix is pretty straightforward most of the time. So yeah, so this is simple way. But I think so I have mentored students for around 2 to 3 years, and I've been the org admin as well. I see that most of the students start early, they look focus for the project and the project plans, but they don't continue. One of the label, one of the issue that have very less conversations going on. So yeah. So here it is. So let's see. Okay, here no issues with this label. Okay, here we have. There are so many conversation going on. Okay, so I picked one of them. So when you see some issue like this, you understand the description. If you don't, then just comment it out like you are interested in working on this in this issue and you want to pick this task. And if you understand 50% or 20%, just comment it out whatever you understand and what you think, what approach can solve this issue, and we can close this issue with this your PR. So yeah, so you understand thoroughly and go through this description basically. If you don't understand any point, just comment it out and wait for someone to reply on your comment, so you understand the description better. So sometimes what students do is they understand the description, they understand their point and just create a PR. So maybe PR creation of PRs take some time or something, and after that the CI/CD tool will So the different CI/CD tool will work, and all the test cases will be run, and we will see some green checks like all the test cases passed or not. So this takes some time, and I think it is better to first discuss your approach in the issue section itself. So you understand the description, you understand, you think this is your approach and can solve this issue. So comment in that section that you are going to work on these issues. So if you comment like this, that means some other people who also thinking like you, like he or she may try to resolve this issue, not working on the same issue. Okay, so first thing, comment it out. Yeah, you are interested to work on this issue. And second part is your approach. You comment out your approach as well and try to get some approval, kind of approval basically. So you will ask the whoever started this issue, or you can ping any of the developer who are expert in that or actively contributing to that module, that this is your approach, will this good or not. So once you comment your approach, they will say okay, yeah, you are going into right path and you can create a PR. So something like this, if someone give you +1, then you are good to create a PR. If they say no, this is not good, or you can improve with this, then you can follow up with this next comment like okay, this is my new approach, I think this should work, and this is my PR. So if you created a PR, then I think the part will go to the test cases part. So all the test cases should be passed from the CI or CD tool. So yeah, mostly they have good documentation that how to set up their version and how you can test all the test cases locally. So yeah, so currently I am not logged in, so I can't see all the test cases are passed or not. I think I can click on this check and see all the test cases. So here we can see all checks have passed, so this PR have all the test cases passed, so something like this. So basically two comments are good enough. First is you are working on this issue so that no other people are trying to work on the same issue. So there are some conflict, right? Two people are working on the same issue, and one person have to close their PR basically if other PR got merged. So yeah, it is better to communicate in the comment section, and you can also ask question in the Gitter channel or Slack channel also, so that anyone who didn't see your comment can check it and reply to it. So yeah, this save your time and your effort, and your PR will be merged if it is like approved, or yeah, if it is approved, or it is have passed all the test cases, and you have written good quality of code and documentation as well, and test cases obviously. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk. This is very straightforward and no rocket science. So yeah, this is how you should approach to any issue. And apart from this, I wanted to talk about how organizations select students. So each organization have multiple projects, and usually organization have get some number of slots. So number of slot, that means they can select this number of, if they have 5 number slot, that means they can select 5 students in this year GSoC. So there is some logic how Google Summer of Code team provides slot to different organization. If they have, if one organization have multiple and many project, then they get usually more slots. But yeah, so usually for each project they get one, they have to select one student if they have very less slots. If one of the project have very big task, or the project looks very difficult to handle by one student, it cannot be done in 3 months, then they basically divide the whole project into two, and they select two students for the same project, and the task will be divided to two students. So yeah, but usually one project one student will be selected. So if two students, like more than around like 3 or 4 students are trying to go for GSoC, and they are discussing about the same projects. Like here we can see there are different projects going on, so like simpy core or simpy core module or assumption module or so on. So someone is trying to um, work on simpy core module, then there are, if they are more than 3 or 4 students are working on the same project, and you are like feeling uncomfortable, like there are more people are doing working on and discussing about the same project, then there is like less probability like you will get deselected. So one thing is like, just don't give up. So usually when I was started the discussion, there are around through 2 or 2 to 3 students are already discussing the same project. So what I did is I just keep committing. Okay, so keep committing your project ideas. So you discuss your project, you tell them this is my approach, and show them this will work. So show them this will work, that means you don't have to do like GSoC before GSoC. Basically you can create a sample PR or a draft PR, like this is how the project, my project plan will look like, my approach will look like. So this will give more focus, okay, so towards your work. So mentors will check, okay, you have already designed your project, you have already understand the project problem statement correctly, and you can do the project very well. So just keep committing and keep discussing even after the GSoC application period started, or so you have submitted your application. Most of the students stop committing. They don't create PRs because GSoC application is period is already over. They have already submitted it, and once the result will be announced, they want to start uh, creating PRs after that. So like this is a bit of negative feelings, like we this is open source, you can commit every time, anytime. So similar thing, like you just keep focusing on project, and even though the application period is over, you have already submitted it, you can just keep following up with your PR, so that you can show that you are active and you are actively contributing to project and you are really interested in this project. So yeah, everything goes smooth, then you will be get selected, and you will continue working on that project in Google summer coding period. And yeah, so in one line, keep committing, stay focused, and start contributing now. If you like my video, click on like button, subscribe, or share to anyone who are willing for this year GSoC and love open source. See you in next.